What's going on, people? This is an article that I posted on my WordPress page. And I invite you guys to go to my WordPress page and check out the different articles and videos that I have on that page. And if you feel it in your heart, be so kind as to click the donate button and donate to my blog page, to kind of keep it running. It's going to be running anyway. I'm still going to pay for it. But if you feel the need to help out, to keep this blog page up, to get certain information out, feel free to click on the donate button here and donate to this page. So you see the headlines: police, men takes AK-47 to middle school after receiving call from crying son. Now, if you look at this dude, the first thought came to my mind when I saw this dude's face was Michael Evans from the show Good Times. He kind of reminded me of Michael Evans from Good Times. But after I read this article, and it's a quite short article, but after I read this article, I ain't mad at dude, man. I'm not mad at dude. It's a bad choice. It's a bad decision. But I ain't mad at dude, man. I'm going to read the article, and then you guys tell me if you're mad at this dude, man. Or somebody on Facebook said to me that if they had a GoFundMe page for this dude, they would, donate money to that GoFundMe page to get this dude out of jail. Okay? Because there's a lot of parents that can identify with the actions of this dude. But the article says, West Palm Beach, Florida. A West Palm Beach man has been arrested after he was accused of bringing a loaded AK-47 to a middle school after receiving a call from his crying son. According to WPBF, 28-year-old Christopher Freeman told school police he had received a FaceTime phone call from his son during school hours. Freeman said the boy, who was in tears, told him a teacher had slammed him. Now, as a parent, when you get a call like this and you actually watching this go down on FaceTime, you react, okay? Any parent, any sensible parent is going to react. In many cases, you don't have time enough to think about calling police. Because we all know police is not going to do what we could do to that teacher that put his hands on our child. Now, hopefully a lot of teachers would see this article and think twice before putting hands on somebody's child. Not just teachers, but any adult for that matter. Think twice before you say something or put hands on somebody's child. But unfortunately, in today's times, it's kind of hard to go to parents, man, if their child do something wrong, because parents would take the sides of the child that's doing wrong in many cases. So from the teacher's point of view, I can quite understand that, because we really don't know the full story of what happened. We just knowing what is said occurred and the reaction of this father. Now, again, this is another reason why fathers should be in the home, because fathers react differently than moms do, because we see cases, man, where, kids are being molested sexually by a teacher, or teacher putting their hands on a child or slamming the child on the desk, and mothers usually get up there and cry and say, it's unfortunate, I don't know why teachers do this, yada, 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 right? But fathers handles things different. Now, the article reads, while speaking to his son, Freeman said the boy was grabbed by an adult and he saw his son's phone fly from his hands. Police said Freeman then headed to the school to check on his son. That's what dads are supposed to do. School officials said when Freeman arrived at the campus, he threatened violence because of what happened. The school was placed on lockdown and Freeman was arrested. According to WPTV, police said they found a loaded Rome arm Cougar AK-47 mini Draco pistol. Freeman had since been charged with possession of a weapon on school property, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without the intent to kill, and disturbing the peace. He is currently being held on $75,000 bond. He has also been ordered to stay away from the school. Now, if there was a GoFundMe page, this dude, man, we should bail this dude out, right? That's just the thought, bail the dude out of jail, man, because from a parent's point of view, we understand where this dude is coming from. And you know what? And this is one of the reasons why they want to disarm citizens, because citizens would react to defend their families, right? So they're attacking legal gun owners, but not illegal gun owners. But see, this is one of the reasons why fathers, are needed in school. I remember a time, man, when my son, he's 24 now, but when he was in like junior high, it was elementary school, and he was like on a little football team or something. And the coach, it was basketball. And the coach threatened him or said something to him and told him that he bet not tell his parents. Well, my son, because of what we taught him, came home, let his moms know. His moms let me know. I went up to the school to address the principal, or the it wasn't the principal, it was the coach, to address the coach. So I went to the school. I didn't take no firearms with me, but I went to the school and waited for the coach. When he was done, told him I need to talk to you about something. Went inside his office and I let the coach know what was happening, right? And from that point on, I haven't had an issue with that coach. I just politely let him know. So parents, it's important for dads to be in the child's life. And I made a video I just posted. You guys go check it out. But I just posted a video regarding child support and how basically it's a fraud and they should change the way child support is set up. They should do away with it, in my opinion. Child support should be done away with it unless the fathers are given the same equal rights that females have. So this females that got upset, right? And I said in that video, there's a lot of dudes that's paying money into the child support system, and the child is still growing up saying, I grew up without my father. That's the missing element in their life. And they're used to being brought up by their moms, regardless of what type of mentality she have, or lack of moral values she have, or moral values. That child is going to be affected by that. And just about every, even adult that grow up without their dad, have bad perceptions of their father. He may be a good dude, he may be a hard worker, but that female denied him the rights to be in the child's life. But she demanded and went to the courts for that man to pay her money because she felt, I can't afford this child. But like they say to men, if you can't be a man and take care of your kids, don't go out there making babies. Well, the same rule applies to these females that open their legs to these dudes. But that's a different topic. But I'm just saying that this is why it's important for dads to be in the house. And I'm sure, hopefully, that teacher would think twice before putting hands on a child. And another thing too is that's why they don't want cell phones around. Because now we're living in a time where people are recording everything. And they're recording the deeds of these teachers that put their hands unjustly on the child. And like I said, we don't know the full story of what happened. But I ain't mad at this dude, man. As a parent, I am not mad at this dude because I know when my son came home and talked about how his coach threatened him, I went up to that school and dealt with the coach. My son's moms didn't deal with that. That's for a man to do. That's not for her to go up to the school and confront a man. That's for me to do, right? And if I was out of town and couldn't make it, you know what? I got brothers. But I have a brother, and she's got brothers. you know. And if they were unavailable, which is rare, then there's uncles, there's cousins. I have a pretty big family, right? So, but there's always a man to go up there and deal with that situation. But 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, I'm gonna be there, right? Nobody's gonna go up there and speak for me. I'm gonna be there, and I'm gonna handle it in my way. This dude, the way he handled it, it was a bad choice, but I can relate to why he did what he did, right? So this is why it's important for dads to be in the life, in the child's life, because that child needs to feel protected. The child needs to feel safe, right? And a child can't feel safe if he's living in an unstable home. And unfortunately, a lot of females, especially black females, just really can't seem to grasp that concept, right? They just can't seem to grasp that, They always think it's a personal thing. It's between men and women, or black men and black women, and they want to attack black men. I had this female, and I'm going to end this video. I had this female on the last video I made attack me, telling me I was no good. She don't know me, never seen me before. She don't even have any pictures or videos. But she said I was no good. Although me and my son's moms raised 2 young men that never been incarcerated, never been in trouble, went to college, doing quite well for themselves. One's 24, one's 29, right? But yet, I'm no good, right? So we never had to depend upon welfare or public assistance. We never had to beg anybody for no money. She worked, I worked, I'm self-employed, right? So we never lacked for anything, right? My sons never lacked for anything. As a matter of fact, they spoiled, right? Because they're used to that lifestyle coming up. So, but it's unfortunate because now the females that they're meeting, except for one, they don't have dads in their lives, and my sons are usually judged because of how they were raised. Because they weren't raised ghetto or ratchet, with a ratchet behavior or mindset or a criminal mindset, they were teased coming up. They were referred to as what was that little term they call them? It's like calling them a golden boy or something like that, because of the fact that they grew up in a nice home. So they were always teased because of that, and they were teased by the kids that didn't have a father in the home. They had a moms that was tricking out in the streets or on public assistance welfare. So it's important for dads to be in the house, and I ain't mad at this dude, man. I'm glad that dude did that. It's a bad choice, I wouldn't have chosen that route, okay? But that was the first thing he can think of at that time, right? And if this dude had a GoFundMe page, man, it'd be good if people donate. Now, again, I don't want to praise this guy to the point where you get copycats doing that. Now everybody want to go to the school with a gun. That wouldn't be wise, right? Or somebody will come up with a fake GoFundMe page just to get paid, right? And see, that's the unfortunate thing about GoFundMes, is that you got, fraudulent people out there that will commit a page just to get paid themselves, right? So it's kind of hard to trust things. So I don't know, but anyway, I can understand where this dude's coming from. I'm gonna put the article on the bottom. You guys feedback, tell me what you think. Click on the donate button here and support the channel. Until next time, I'm fearless.